To the Golden Corral at 7043 Normandy Boulevard, approximately 8:40 in the evening, in reference to someone being shot. Upon arrival, they found one individual deceased in the truck. One individual was transported to the hospital where he died en route. Those victims were Matthew Bohannon, white male 19, and Andrew Bohannon, a white male 24. Investigation Homicide Team 6, led by Sergeant Coursey and Lead Detective Pat Bodine, started the investigation. There was video surveillance at the Golden Corral, which aided us greatly. We also received information from Crime Stoppers that aided us also in this investigation, which led us to talk to 4 individuals. I'm going to name those individuals. First one is Jaleel Graves, a black male, 21. This individual right now is in the Clay County Jail, responsible for a shooting in Clay County that I think occurred July 4th weekend. He's charged with Clay County attempted murder. We charged him today with 2 counts of murder and 2 counts of armed robbery. Second individual, Avery Wood, a black male, 19. This individual also was charged with 2 counts of murder, 2 counts of armed robbery. Avery was the one who was in contact with Matthew Bohannon to set up a drug deal. 2 other individuals were in the car that night with the suspects, George Carter, a black male, 21, and Stephen Bennett, a white male, 18. They also are charged with 2 counts of murder and 2 counts of armed robbery. Apparently what occurred, Matthew was in contact with Avery Wood earlier that day. Avery Wood wanted to buy some marijuana from the Bohannons. They met, set up a place and time to meet, and upon arrival, Jaleel Graves was the shooter in this case. He exited the car and shot Andrew Bohannon first, and then shot Matthew Bohannon. I want to show you, there are some, the community evidently has been talking about how this could be related to the Zimmerman, Trayvon Martin. I can tell you right now, it was nothing close to it. This individual was a drug deal they knew each other. I want to hold up a picture. This was the victim's truck that night, and there was supposedly some talk that there was a sticker, bumper sticker on the back of the truck. As you can see, this was at the crime scene that night. There is no bumper sticker on the back of that truck. Also, I want to hold up a picture. This is a picture of Andrew Bohannon's residence. That night, we went over to the residence and searched, and this was marijuana that was found inside the victim's house. So with those 2 things, we want to put to rest that it had anything to do with Trayvon Martin or George Zimmerman completely. So we want to put that to rest. And I do want to say thank you to Clay County Sheriff's Office Detective Division for assisting us with the investigation into Jaleel Graves, and also to my Sergeant Sean Coursey and his team for putting this to rest within, 3-4 days. So I'm going to say thank you for that, and I'll take any questions.
Jaleel Graves, to clarify, he had been incarcerated for a July 4th shooting in Clay County. He had been released or bonded out, or what was the?
He was picked up. He was involved in that shooting, and the marshals were looking for him. They picked him up a day after this incident. So he was
okay. So he had been free that whole time.
He was free.
And unrelated. When he was picked up, it was unrelated.
Unrelated.
To your
unrelated.
case, but then how did you get to learn that he was part of it?
Information came in through individuals we were talking to, implicated him. And I can tell you this: all four individual suspects gave confessions to their partaking in this incident.
Priors on any of these guys, other than Mr. Graves? I mean, were these bad people?
To be honest with you, I don't have it right now, but I'm sure a couple of them did have some priors, I think. And you'll get that information. Melissa will make sure you get it.
So there were 2 additional arrests following Wood's arrest, but Jaleel Graves had already been.
He was detained in Clay County.
For a separate incident for allegedly shooting someone in the face.
Yes. Our detectives went down there this morning and talked to him and charged him today.
Was that a drug case too?
All right, charge is pending. Let me take that back. It's pending. We're going to... Yes?
Was that a drug case too? July 4th?
It was a party, my understanding. We weren't involved in it, but it was Clay County.
That one. Okay, that's him. Okay.
You
Any
say
other?
information came to you in the arrest. Can you say at all about how you got these four? Is there anything you can't release on that?
No, investigation is still ongoing, but I will say that, like I said, the Crime Stoppers called us and told us of one incident that information we might need, and then other people were coming forward with some information.
Did the Bohannons have prior records?
That I do not know.
No,
I didn't see.
Talking about juvenile records.
Yeah, I do not.
they're not public record.
Do you know the amount of drugs they were going to buy? The amount? You shot them over?
3 ounces is what we've been told, 3 ounces.
What is the amount in this photo?
$500?
What's that?
How much was 3 ounces worth?
No, how much is this worth?
That's a lot.
Oh, yeah, that's
But
a
the
lot.
3 ounces, I'm sorry, 3 ounces, how much is that worth?
I don't know what they agreed upon. It was several $100s, I know.
$500 or $600.
Yeah.
So this is a guy that was involved in 2 different shootings within a couple weeks here. Talk about the significance of getting this guy off the streets.
Oh, it's big. The community definitely needs to feel safe with this guy. I mean, and I'll even add that detectives, when they talked to him this morning, he makes a comment to them that he'll probably get the needle for this. He's real remorseful. I mean, awful.
I don't know if you know this, but we've had a number of shootings in the West Side Avondale area. Do you know Mr. Graves is also staying in the West Side? I don't know if you know that answer or not.
I don't know. I don't know.
Any other questions?
You looking into where all that weed in the house came from? Yeah, you guys digging into where they got all that?
We've turned that over. Our narcotics people are looking into that. But there was a lot in there. A lot.
Was there anything taken in this shooting, or was this a shooting and then they left?
Apparently, Graves grabbed some marijuana after he shot the victim and fled with that.
And to clarify, Graves pulled the trigger, but everyone's being charged with murder?
Yes, felony murder. They were there. They knew they were going there to commit a robbery. They had planned this to go and rob the Bohannons, and Graves is the one that took it upon himself to shoot both of them.
Remote
But that
shot.
house isn't
It's
a
not
grow
booked,
house.
yes.
I'm sorry?
That house wasn't a grow house.
I don't believe so.
Have you recovered a gun?
We have recovered a gun. We won't know if it's connected until tests are being done by the FDLE.
Just one gun?
Yes.
Any other questions?
Looking for anyone else?
No.
What type of gun?
It was a 40 cal.
Where was he residing, Graves?
That I don't know. I don't know.
What's that?
He was transient.
Okay. And do you have a mug shot? Or is that from Clay
think-
County?
Clay County
Yeah,
has
you'd
it. We
have to
don't
get
have
that
one yet
from Clay
of him,
County.
But I'm sure we'll see if
Yeah.
we can get you.
All right, thanks.
Are there any more details you can release about how this all happened? Like, they were in the parking lot, you said it was planned, but kind of just how it all went down?
I mean, apparently it was all quick. It happened quick. They pulled in. Graves came around to the truck, communicated, and then pulled the trigger twice, and they fled. I mean, it all happened within,
And he took that 3 ounces of weed with him, Graves?
I don't know how much it was, but it was some weed,
Okay.
yes.
How quick were we talking about? Less than a minute, and then there's one other one where they shot inside the car. Because I know one victim was found outside the car, right?
I mean, it was within seconds that he shot Andrew and then exited the car and shot Matthew.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lieutenant.
Thank you.